Good morning, children. In today's session, I am going to take class of 6th standard, Unit 1. Lesson is Who Owns the Poem Close, children, Term 3 portion. Already we have started in the previous class this lesson. I am going to continue the lesson. I think you have thorough the story. Now I am going to continue, children. That is section 3. Okay. So first you saw about this story is about a hole, right? First a bird made a hole there. Then wild boar came. Next who came, children? Wild dogs, and then buffalo. So they made a big hole like a pond. Now we are going to continue the lesson. A poor farmer tilled the land. Tilled means who prepares the land for crops. விவசாயத்துக்கு சரியா? Till the land near the one small depression. That small depression was there, right? And the small hole இருந்துச்சுனா அது பக்கத்துலயே வந்து the farmer யாரு விவசாயி இல்லையா? Till the land for the crops there. His life was very hard. ரொம்ப கஷ்டத்துல லைஃப் போயிட்டு இருந்துச்சு. And the rains were often cruel. There is no rain. Okay, அங்க வந்து எல்லாமே ட்ரையா தான் இருக்கு நிறைய. So in summer month he had to travel far. So summer monthsல வந்து நமக்கு நிறைய ஃபுல்லா வந்து சன்னியா இருக்கும், மழை கிடையாது. So at that time what happens, he travels far. ரொம்ப தூரமா போய் அங்க இருந்து தண்ணி கொண்டு வராரு. எதுக்கு? For the crops. Okay, on summer months he had to travel far to get water for thirsty crops, and even then his harvest was meager. அப்போ கூட அவரோட harvest வந்து ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருந்துச்சு. Meager means small quantity. அவ்வளோ தூரமாக போய் எடுத்துட்டு வர. He travels far to get the water for the thirsty crops, but then too the harvest was very in a small quantity. Meager means in small quantity. One day, not long after the last of the season's rain, after the rain, what happened? He straightened up from his back-breaking work. That is, after difficult work, he looked over the land that was soon becoming brown again. And on the horizon. Horizon means where the land and the sky meet. நம்ம இங்கிருந்து தூரமாக பார்க்கும்போது அந்த லேண்டும் ஸ்கையும் மீட் ஆகிற மாதிரி இருக்கும் இல்லையா? ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ சீயை கூட பார்த்தோன்னா, ரொம்ப தூரமான பிளேஸை பார்த்தோன்னா ஸ்கையும் லேண்டும் மீட் ஆன மாதிரி இருக்கும். தட் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் அ ஹொரைசன். ஜஸ்ட் பியாண்ட் த பியூட்டிஃபுல் பிளாட். பியூட்டிஃபுல்னா ரொம்ப இதாக இருக்கிறது பிளாட், ஒன்றுமே இல்லாத ட்ரையாக இருக்குல்ல பிளாட். ஹிஸ் ஐஸ் கேம் டு ரெஸ்ட் ஆன் அ பேட்ச் ஆஃப் கிரீன். ஸோ அவனோட லேண்ட் வந்து ட்ரையாக இருந்துச்சு ஃபர்ஸ்ட். ஆஃப்டர் த ரெயின் வாட் ஹேப்பன், என்னாச்சு, அந்த அவனோட இடம் வந்து க்ரீனிஷாக தெரிஞ்சுது அவனுக்கு. ஸோ ஆஃப்டர் த டிஃபிகல்ட் ஒர்க் அவன் வந்து ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா எவ்வளோ அழகாக இருக்குது அந்த இடம் பார்க்கறதுக்கு. கோயிங் க்ளோசர் டு இன்வெஸ்டிகேட், இன்னும் ஈவன் க்ளோசர் டு சி, அண்ட் ஸோ தட் த ஃபார்மர் ஃபெல் டு த கிரவுண்ட் வித் கிராட்டிடியூட். அதாவது தேங்க்ஃபுல். இப்போ ஏதாவது நம்ம தேங்க்ஃபுல் பண்ணோம்னா நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம், வந்து ஃப்ளோர்லாம் விழுந்து நம்ம வந்து தேங்க் பண்ணுறோம்ல. சேம் வே த ஃபார்மர் ஆல்சோ he fell on the ground and made a gratitude, that is thankful, at the sight of the verdant bowl, that is green with grass. Okay, அந்த இடம் எல்லாமே வந்து அவனுக்கு எப்படி இருந்துச்சு, fully filled with grass. Now he was thankful to that. Then here was water to be had, and so close to his holding, forgetting all tiredness. எல்லாமே இந்த டயர்ட்னஸ் எல்லாமே அவனுக்கு போயிடுச்சு. டயர்ட்னஸ் எல்லாம் போயிட்ட அப்புறம் என்ன ஆச்சு, அங்கே வந்து எதுக்கு அந்த டயர்ட்னஸ் எல்லாம் போச்சு, அவன் இடம் எல்லாமே வந்து எல்லாம் க்ரீனிஷாக இருந்துச்சு இல்லையா? He raced home and brought out his pickaxe and spade. அதாவது அந்த கோடாரி எல்லாம் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அவன் வந்து எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்தான். For what? For digging. And soon the buffaloes picnic spot. ஸோ அந்த இடத்துல யார் லாஸ்ட்டில் வந்துட்டு இருந்துச்சு, பஃபலோஸ் வந்துட்டு இருந்தாங்க இல்லையா? So the buffaloes came there to eat the grass. Now what he did, he took the axe and the spade, and soon the buffalo's picnic spot was a perfectly decent little pond. அந்த கிராஸ் எல்லாம் எல்லாமே எடுத்துட்டு அந்த ஹோல் எப்படி இருந்துச்சு, it was looking like a pond now. Okay, அது எப்படி தெரிஞ்சது இப்போ, like a pond, குளம்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? So he brought the axe and the spade and dug it and made that to cut it and made the place clean. And now the buffaloes didn't come there. It was a picnic spot for the buffaloes. Daily in the afternoon they will come for grazing. The buffaloes will come there and they will roll in the water and eat the grass and go. Now that picnic spot, that was a picnic spot for the buffaloes. Now that place was clean with a decent pond. In this story going to end with a moral. You ask me suspicious. We can ask me doubtfully if it is going to end with a moral or not. No. Little one. No, little one, but there is something to learn from everything we see and hear. So hush. So hush means so silence while I come to end of the tale. Tale means a story. So happy was the farmer that he told his wife, so he was very happy to see the place fully covered with water. His wife who summoned the village, that is we call the village priest. Priest means a religious person. இல்லையா? அந்த priest இருப்பாரு, எல்லாமே வந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு ரிச்சுவல்ஸில் ரிலீஜியஸ் இதில் வந்து அங்கே வந்து ப்ரே பண்ணுவார் இல்லையா? ஸோ ஐ கால் த ப்ரீஸ்ட் டு பிளெஸ் தேர் ஃபார்ச்சூன். ஃபார்ச்சூன்னா வர இது வந்து லக்கியாக இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறதுக்காக ப்ரீஸ்ட்டை கூப்பிட்டு வந்தார். ஸோ ஹூ சம்மன் த வில்லேஜ் ப்ரீஸ்ட் டு பிளெஸ் தேர் ஃபார்ச்சூன். I do not need to tell you how soon news travels in a little village. So on the little village, சீக்கிரமாவே news வந்து travel ஆயிடுது, எல்லார்கிட்டயும் போய் சேருது. And so it was a quite crowd that gathered by the side of the pond. So அந்த pond பக்கத்துல எல்லாரும் அந்த village people எல்லாமே வந்து gather ஆயிருந்தாங்க. And pond to see the priest furrow his brow and chant serious, shouted serious something that nobody ever understands. So he prayed something, he told something, but nobody could understand that. Just then, the richer farmer in the village, this farmer is poor, right? A richer farmer in the village said, pushed his way to the front of the group. So many people were gathering there. So he pushed that group and came in front. He was always upset when things took place that he was not invited to. So many things were happening there, but this rich farmer was not invited at any time. Okay, so he was very upset that no one is inviting him if anything happens in that village. Looking at the farmer and the placid pond is peaceful, quiet pond. Looking at the pond, a slow smile of contentment creased his face. Contentment satisfied his face. Why it's satisfied? Because it's full of water place. And I see you have come to bless my pond, he said to the priest. The rich farmer said that is his pond. Okay, your pond, shouted the poor farmer. So he asked, the poor farmer asked the rich farmer, that's your pond. He started shouting it. The poor farmer said, why yes, smoothly oiled the rich one. Your patch surely ends just there. The land is all mine. So its place, this old farmer places, poor farmer places there, and the rich farmer place comes in this pond only. This rich farmer is saying. And saying that he crossed his arms and planted his feet foursquare on the ground. So he kept his feet on that ground there. As the rich farmer and the poor one looked at each other. So both rich farmer and the poor farmer looked at each other. At that time, the buffaloes, the dogs, the boar, and yes, even the little bird also came there to see the pond. So not only the rich farmer and poor farmer was there, even who are the animals who made that whole big also came there, like bird, buffaloes, then who are wild boar, all this came there. They all stood around the little jewel of blue. Little jewel of blue means that is the pond which was blue. Okay, that's the little jewel of blue in every mind, small and big. So that is small children and big ones, all their mind what they saw, it came a similar thought. All had a same thought that surely I had something to do with this. So all these from the bird to the buffaloes made a hole and made a pond. So something was happening there, that is they had something to do with this. So I end with the question to you, my beloved friend, who owns the water? Now it's not a moral, but it's just a thought, a germ of an idea to dig and make bigger. So no one is owning the water, right? It belongs to all of us. Even it is a human being or an animals or the birds, it belongs to all of us. We cannot own the water. It's just a thought. It's not a moral. Okay, children. Now in this, I think we have understood this lesson. And the page number 74, you have that. Pick out the correct and the incorrect statements. Okay, now write on the board. So you can take down in your notebook. Okay, that's in page number 74. When you get the book, you can see the book. Okay, children, and you can mark in that. Pick out correct and incorrect statements. Incorrect statements. Children, there is a side heading. So it's a side heading for you all, and it's in the page number 74. Okay. First one. Take down neatly, children. A tiny bird looked for a place to lay her eggs. Yes, it is right. Okay. Then second, the land was wet and green. So the land was wet and green, children. No, it was dry. Okay, so it is wrong. Third one. The little bird, the little bird found a shallow hollow in the ground. Yes. So it is tree. Okay. Now the eggs hatched and babies flew away. Eggs hatched. Are you taking down in your notebook, children? And the babies flew away. Now take down in your notebook, children, and write the page number also there, so that it will be easy for you to mark it in your book when you get the book. Okay, children. 5. The pit was comfortable for the wild boar to sleep in. So no, it made a pit. So it is wrong. The pit was very small for the wild boar. Right, children? Then the wild boar got up from its daybed because it was disturbed by another boar. It is no. Okay, children. Have you taken down this? Yes. Copy this, children. Then next. Take down in your notebook, children. So next we'll go to the page number 75. Page number 75. Complete the sentences. So first one. The wild dogs came to the spot to catch. What will be the answer, children? To catch the wild boar. Okay, children. Next. The rains came and poured. The rains came and poured without stopping for 3 days and 3 nights. Without stopping for 3 continuation, children. Okay, 3 days and 3 nights. Okay, children. There's a continue of that fill up. Then third we are going to see the whole earth smelled. Okay, the whole earth smelled. The whole earth smelled wet and fresh. Wet and fresh. Okay. Then the hole in the ground. The hole in the ground. The hole in the ground was filled with water. Okay, children, filled with water. Are you taking down in your notebook, children? Then fifth, the buffalo rolled in the muddy water. Okay, rolled in the muddy water, which was in the hole. Okay, children. And sixth, the hole became widened. The hole became widened. Okay, widened and became a little watering hole. Continuation, children. Watering hole. Okay, children, it's a continuation of that. So, the wild dogs came to the spot to catch the wild boar. The rains came and poured without stopping for 3 days and 3 nights. Okay, the whole earth smelled wet and fresh. The hole in the ground was filled with water. The buffalo rolled in the muddy water which was in the hole. The hole became widened and became a little watering hole. Okay, children. So next is that is in the page number 73. Meanings are there, children. I'll just read out. Okay, you can read along with me. After you get the book, you can see. Okay, outskirts, the outer areas of a city or a town. Outskirts, the outer areas of a city or a town. Parched, very dry. Desperation, losing hope. Desperation, losing hope. Untenanted, not occupied. Rump, back part of a mammal's body or the part of the body you use to sit. Scrabbled, moved hands and feet around. Cozy, comfortable. Rumble, a low sound like thunder. Okay, children. The next page number 74. Down you can see, sniffed, to breathe in air in a noisy way. Whined, made a high-pitched cry. Snarl, made a deep, angry noise. Soaked, completely wet. Then page number 75. Wallowed, to lie and roll in mud. Multitude, a large number of people. Trampling, crushing. Tilled, prepared the land for crops. Meager, small quantity. Gratitude, thankful. Then in page number 76, verdant, green with grass. Suspiciously, doubtfully. Summoned, called. Fortune, luck. Contentment, satisfaction. Stuttered, spoke with difficulty. And foursquare, solidly. Okay, children, these are the meanings for you all. So in the next class, the book back stanzas will be given for you. Thank you, children.